All right, all right. How's it going, beautiful people of Instagram? This is Jose Trujillo, Instagram and elsewhere, whoever's going to see this. I'm the world's greatest living artist coming to you from the art studio, and I will be doing on one of my awesome landscape paintings. Let's get started. Let's not waste time. Time is one of those things that's so valuable. You know, time is it's everything. It was so interesting how it was little things that I'm learning, right? As I'm documenting my growth as an artist. If you guys haven't seen, go check out my YouTube too. I have over 700 videos where I talk about experiences and whatnots and what induce as I'm documenting my art experience. What it is to be an artist for me, right? What's my approach been? How I've learned certain things that have helped me to become a better artist, you know, whatever that is. And I've noticed certain little things, and I'm gonna be writing about them. I'm gonna be doing maybe some, because I've been journaling all of this stuff, and not journaling as in journaling my thoughts, and but just writing like the nitty gritty things, you know. Like for example, when it comes to how's it going, Walker? When it comes to experience, when it comes to inspiration, I found out that all I had to do was just start creating artwork, and then inspiration started flowing. As contrary as that may sound, right, to popular belief, I also found out another thing, that it's almost like a little jewel when it comes to creating artwork. I found out in my experience that if you want to be productive, right? You must start out very slow, because it comes down to attention. This is something that I'm telling you guys this because it took me a lot of pain to figure it out. No one taught me this, and I think if somebody would have taught it to me, I would have not understood it, because it's experiential. I found out through experience that if you start creating artwork slow, you become very, very prolific. But you have to start out slow. But you have to keep moving. It's the key. Like, you can't be slow and then think about it and then slow. That's not what I mean. What I mean is take your time with it. Take your time with it. And then you become, like, you're granted the keys of the kingdom. I like to call it that. But you have to start out slow. And this is something that is it almost seems counterintuitive, because we want to, you know, begin working and moving quick and whatnot. If this is your cup of tea, right, impressionist type of stuff. But I found out that if you start slow, you're giving not just speed, you're giving confidence. And then confidence brings everything else. You know, sometimes, I don't know if you guys seen, sometimes I appear very confident. It's because I've been painting slow but non-stop for a good while. You know, a couple of hours, and then I'll paint something, and then the confidence comes out. Little things that I've learned, you know, just little things. I'm gonna be writing about them more as little, like a little training course I want to put out there for the mindset, the right mindset, you know, the mindset you need in order to create artwork. Thank you so much, Bill. I love that. And I'm gonna put a little package together for you guys. You guys check out, not just on inspiration, but on how do you work, how do you deal with the day-to-day things being an artist. Because I found out that the more prolific the artist is, uh, the more chill they are. And what I mean chill is that they figure things out that work for them. You know, they figure things out that work for them. I've been doing some serious looking into how was William de Kooning so prolific? How was Andy Warhol? How was Picasso? Whether we like them or not, how are they so prolific? You know, that's something that's always intrigued me. Prolific artists. How is it that they're able to create those huge volumes of work in their lifespan? You know, especially those pre-modern, post-modern, or modern era artists. You know, how are they able to do that? And I found out we all have the same amount of time. So how are they able to do that? I found out a few things through personal experience that may serve some artists out there. I don't know, maybe to help you guys in your journey as artists. I told a friend, and he's like, "Oh man, you got to keep this to yourself. You can't be." I'm like, it's pointless. If you got something good, you got to share it. What do you mean keep it to yourself? I don't want to die with this knowledge. It's gold. I think that a lot of artists don't talk about it, or didn't talk about it back in the day. I don't know. I found out Picasso slightly talking about it, but you know, to one of his friends, a photographer. But I paid more attention to based on their. For example, did you know that the day there was happening a huge revolt because of the Spanish Civil War, right? And one day there was bullets flying all over the place, and Picasso was painting, and it just tells you about the commitment of those type of artists, right? There are bullets flying into the art studio at that point, and he had managed to create five full size for Picasso are big paintings, 5 paintings that day. Now people may say, well, you know, because of the way he painted, he wasn't so realistic at that point, or whatever. You know, whatever it was, whether it was Picasso or Pollock, you know, he was able to create that number of works in a very hostile situation. It tells you about the person, you know. It tells you so much right there about the person. It tells you about their vision as artists. See, that's the kind of stuff that I look up to. That's the kind of stuff that drives me. I want to be one of those cats. I know I'm going to be on my way, whether people recognize it or not. You know, I don't know about that. That part I don't know. If people are going to be like, "Oh yeah, you are one of those cats," I know I'm on the way for that. I want to produce artwork. I'm going to produce artwork like Matisse, like Picasso, like Kooning, like Warhol. I want to produce vast numbers of work. It drives me. It drives me. Maybe I have a lot to say. Who knows? Maybe I have a lot to say. I think in the end, what really matters is that you express fully. Whether you're a painter, you're a chef, you're a writer. I think in the end, what matters is that, you know, I like one of the quotes by Mexican General Pancho Villa, the infamous Pancho Villa. One of his quotes was, "Don't let me die like this." You know, he told one of his, I think one of his writers or people that were writing with him that wrote journals about what was happening. He's like, "Tell them I said something." That's how I feel with art. Don't let me die like this. Tell them I painted something. Don't let me go without a bang. You know, I want to be able to fully express myself in artwork as a human being in general. But I have a commitment to art. I have a daily commitment to artwork. And I want to be able to fully express that. I love that. I love that. Nadja Mark, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Refreshing to hear you speak about expressing fully. I'm in that camp too. I mean, what else is there, no? What else is there? You're a doctor, do your best. If you're a doctor, be the best damn doctor in town. And whatever that is. If you're a writer, be the best you can. You know, if you're a painter, go at it. Go at it as hard as you can. I don't think there's anything else. I remember when I was a little kid, I grew up a lot with my mom. My mom was very, I'm a mama's boy, right? My mom passed away a few years ago due to cancer. No, stupid disease, but whatever. That's another story. And but she became very spiritual later in her life. She was raised Catholic, and then she became very spiritual. She was into meditating and stuff like that, which was very strange for a lot of, I think she started reading a lot of mystic Catholics, and she started going that route. So anyways, mystic Catholics, I think, I don't mean to offend anyone, but I think they were Buddhists that had no other way but to be Catholic. But anyways, she used to tell me, men, since I was a little kid, it was a mantra she used to tell me every morning and every night. Man was born to work, as in Spanish, of course, right? I don't know how to translate it correctly. Man was born to work as birds to fly. Man will find peace in work, she used to tell me. Man will find peace in work. Whenever you don't have peace, you're not doing, and she didn't mean work as in go to work and punch in. She's talking about your purpose. Later I found out that she was talking about purpose. Whatever that is, whether you're a blogger, you do podcasts, it doesn't matter what you do, it's purpose. And she used to tell me this over and over. Oh, I want to see that. I I love that. By the way, Chef's Table on Netflix is exactly about this. It's so inspiring. I love that. Estebanix, relentless. That's awesome. Yeah, she used to tell me this all the time. She used to tell me, men were born to work as birds to fly. You will not find peace unless you're doing your gig, whatever that is. In your gig, you rest. That's why I don't think about like. And my wife is on the same page with me. We talk about this often. I'm not trying to look for we vacation, we do stuff like that, but I'm not trying to look for that. Neither is she. She's on board with me. We want to express fully, and in doing that, it's sure, why not take a rest? You take a rest when you feel like you need it. But I found out. I wasted a lot of my time when I was younger, and I found out that a lot of the times I was just trying to escape from my calling, from my mission. And as I'm getting older, I realize that time is limited, and I'm going to push as hard as I can, whatever that is. Totally. Totally, Mom was pretty wise. But yeah, that was the whole thing. My whole spiel growing up, every morning and every night, it was man was born to work as birds were born to fly. You have to do it. You have to do your whatever that is for you. You have to do it. You have to commit to it. So that's my little message for you guys. I know that I'm showing you guys here. I'm sharing with you guys my process as I'm working things through as an artist. I realize that there is greatness in all of us. I see so many artists with so much greatness. Not talent. There's something beyond talent. There's greatness. We all have that thing, whatever that is. We all have that spark that people can connect with. that people see, you know, whether you play basketball or you write, you know, you're a great marker, whatever it is that you do, you have that thing, and all you have to do is expose it as much as you can. That's what I think, anyways. It's easier to say it in painting, right? Because painting is so visual, you know, it's so visual. It's like, oh, I'm going to paint and show my artwork. But I think that it's it applies everywhere. So there you guys have it. Let me give you guys the money shot. Thank you so much, Cassandra. I love that. Here we go. Let me remove the glare. Look at that. I think it's due to my new phone, guys. This phone kicks butt. I don't even know what phone it is. It's an Android, but my wife's like, you need a new phone, dude. I was like, all right. I didn't even know what I got. Thank you so much, Walker. I really appreciate that. I love that. You know, I think that's the whole thing about artwork. I think artwork, I'm figuring it out, guys. I'm working the kinks. I think artwork is not about me. You know, many artists use artwork to impress, and I think that it's not to impress. I think I'm figuring that thing out. I think artwork is to inspire, to awaken that thing, that art in all of us. I'm going to show you a little bit of my mess here. I think that's what it's for. I'm not sure yet, but it seems that way anyways. The more I do it, it seems like that it's less about me. I used to think it was all about me. You know, how I create it, how it looks, what do people think, does the gallery like it? And the more I do it, I do this so much. I put at least 14 hours a day doing this, you know, on a regular work day, that I'm figuring it out, guys. I think that it's not about me. I think this whole thing is not about me at all. Let me get a little close up. Look how luscious those colors are, man. Oh man. And they belong there, you know, they just do. I don't know why. They do. Orange and blue, of course, right? They have to belong together. They're like inseparable. But all these other earth tones with the pinks, and I just think that they do. Maybe it's from I love going to art museums. That's my thing. You know, this is something a little thing I'm going to share, guys. If you guys want to see great art, sure, visit galleries and whatnot, right? But don't stop going to museums, because it's basically they're showing you how things are done, how to frame, how to, you know, they basically just tell you everything. You can learn a lot just by looking at a painting. If you go, I used to go and just stare at a painting for, you know, 4 or 5 hours. And I mean, sure, I would go to the museum and spend a whole day or 2 days walking around, right? But one of my practices, one of my little secrets is that I'll go and I'll sit in front of a painting, a specific painting, and I'll neglect all of the other ones. I won't go visit all the other ones. I just look at a painting, and one that fascinates me, of course, right? Like a Constable or a Monet or a Manet or a Van Gogh. One of the things that, you know, one of those old paintings that fascinates me, and just look at it and look at it and look at it. And you start realizing what the dude was doing. You start realizing how he started, how he ended it. You start realizing all these things, because now you've become, you've had a sort of quote unquote conversation with the painting. You know, you had a conversation with the painting. Of course, unspoken, right? Otherwise, people are gonna think I'm crazy. But you start connecting the dots. That's what I'm trying to say. So there you guys have it. I will show you another one of my awesome pieces. I'm gonna try to do at least two sessions a day with you guys, and don't forget to check out also my YouTube, guys. Go check that one out. I have over 800, I think, yeah, videos there. You guys can, they're both informative and entertaining. So there you go. Take care, guys. I will see you soon. Bye bye.